Welcome. This is American Galaxy. Today we're going to be doing our first interview video. We're going to be interviewing the district attorney. So I'm going to go ahead and let's get in the building. Okay. So today we are interviewing the district attorney of my county. What do you want to go by?
You can use whatever you want.
I'm just going to call you Mr. Slack. Will that work?
Right, that's fine.
We're going to be interviewing Mr. Slack. He's the district attorney for my county. The first question we are going to ask him is, what are the steps may one take to become a district attorney?
We've got to be a licensed attorney, so you have to do 4 years of undergrad, get an undergraduate degree, like a Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, something along those lines. And then you go to law school for 3 years, you get your Juris Doctor degree, which is your law degree. And then once you've passed the bar and are admitted to practice, you can be hired as a deputy prosecuting attorney, or you can practice as a regular attorney. And if you want to be the prosecuting attorney, you will run for that office like you would any other elective office.
All right. The second question, which this is kind of a lot of questions, but yeah. What are the difference between a district attorney, a administrative assistant district attorney, a attorney general assistant, attorney general assistant, attorney general, attorney, staff attorney, and a paralegal?
The first few of those, it kind of depends on where you live. Different states have different terms for what their prosecuting attorney is called. Some states call them district attorneys, some states call them prosecuting attorneys, some states call them state's attorneys. So those kind of depend on what state you're living in. But the actually elected individual who is the prosecuting authority for a county is called the district attorney, the prosecuting attorney, the state's attorney, whatever that is. Under that person, there are going to be deputies or associates or whatever that particular state wants to call them. And those are people who are not elected, but who are hired by the elected individual to basically help him with the job and prosecute cases or handle civil work, whichever they're assigned to. An attorney general is the person who actually represents the entire state. And so that's an elected office statewide or federal-wide if you're talking about the United States Attorney General. And then under that individual, again, depending on which state you're in, they may call them associate attorney generals or deputy attorney generals, something along those lines. Those are the same thing on the state level as the deputies are, like in my office.
Mm-hmm.
Paralegals is kind of that's something we don't use so much anymore. It used to be really common back before we had word processors and those things. Paralegal was somebody who was qualified to draft paperwork and knew enough about the law to draft paperwork and pleadings and those kinds of things, and they would help out in an office. Since we now have word processors like this one, I can draft my own pleadings, and so while our assistants do draft some things, if it requires more specific legal knowledge, I'll draft it myself.
In your opinion, what makes a good district attorney?
I think the best prosecutors are ones who are looking for the truth rather than to win.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of prosecuting attorneys that I've met in my life who measure their success by how many cases they've won or measure their failures by how many cases they've lost. But at the end of the day, you really shouldn't file a case unless you believe in it, and if you lose a case at trial, maybe you should stop and ask yourself if maybe the jury saw something you didn't, and your mind was clouded by a desire to win rather than get at the truth.
Yeah. What made you want to become a district attorney?
I was a public defender for about 12 years, and after a while, it occurred to me that I was kind of using my powers to help people get away with things. I liked to believe that when I helped somebody avoid prison or jail or help them get a good deal, they would learn something from it and then grow as people. And it just seemed to me after 12 years that people were not learning and growing when I helped them, and it struck me that maybe I could help people grow and learn more on this side than I could by helping them avoid consequences.
Yeah. What do you like and don't like about being a district attorney?
I like the fact that I can kind of look at the whole case and the whole person that I'm prosecuting, and I can try and come up with a way to settle the case that, as I said before, is going to help somebody grow and learn as an individual rather than just punish them for something.
Yeah.
Because my primary concern, we have a pretty small county here, and the law and order of the county, people getting along, or at least being able to live next to each other without killing each other, is kind of my primary concern. And so if I can craft ways to settle cases or ways to sentence people who were convicted at trial in such a way that it makes the county a safer and quieter and more enjoyable place to live, that's the best part of my job, really. The worst part of my job is paperwork. You never see on TV or from anybody who tells you stories of their job just how much paperwork there is in this job, but it's necessary and it's part of the same scheme.
Are the requirements to become a district attorney the same in every state?
Pretty much. The vast majority of states have an elective prosecuting authority, whether that be district attorney or prosecuting attorney. And really the only thing that all of the states have in common is that you've got to be an attorney and you've got to get the majority of the vote. Alaska has a slightly different situation where their prosecutors are all on the state level, and so it's almost like they just have an attorney general, and then everybody who works under the attorney general prosecutes, so they don't do it on a county-by-county system like most other states do. But as far as the actual requirements to do the job, it's all pretty much the same. There's no time limit that you have to have served beyond the character and fitness that we have to pass the bar, which is higher than you would think. There's no extra character and fitness requirements. There's no requirement that you have any particular kind of experience, that you've always practiced criminal law. It's pretty much what the people want their elected representative to be.
Yeah. What is the salary for a district attorney in Washington?
It varies wildly. I can say it's around $100,000. There are some counties where it's about 89 in the very small counties. In the way bigger counties, it can get up into the 150s, 180s, but it's not a huge amount of money. And so that's one thing I'll tell people is if you think PAs are going to make money, they can make way more money chasing ambulances.
What is the difference between law and order in real life?
The biggest thing is that most of our cases don't go to trial. I think probably about 10% of the cases I file actually go to trial. The rest of them settle out of court before we get to the trial stage. The reasons for that are that it saves money and it saves time of everybody. If I had to take every case I filed to trial, we would just have trials back to back, 365, 724, all the way down. So that's one reason why we settle them all. Another reason is that maybe we come to believe halfway through the case that if we went to trial and we won, the penalty that would be imposed may not actually be the fairest one. Another reason to settle is maybe it's kind of a toss-up. Maybe we're not entirely sure we could prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt, but we know that something happened, and so we want to settle the case for something rather than nothing if we go to trial and lose. The other thing that's different from law and order is that by the time you get to trial, there are no surprises. We have a discovery process where each party has to hand over all of the evidence they're going to use at trial, and so it's very rare that somebody stands up at trial and has some huge bombshell revelation to make. It's pretty straightforward by the time you get to trial.
what does your work day look like?
I get here at about 8:30. I'll check my email, see if anything has come in, if there are any emergencies in the morning, and I probably check my email about 2 or 3 times an hour, just at least glance at it and see if there are any new ones. I will generally have a stack of stuff on my desk that I had from the day before. I make a lot of plea offers, redo plea offers, that kind of thing. I get new discovery in the form of police reports or videos or those kinds of things, and I'll look at those mostly in the morning after I get them. I'll have meetings probably after about 10:30 is when I am awake and fully able to take meetings. And then we have an hour for lunch here. After lunch, I'll usually do some more meetings. At that point, we will have gotten the mail and we will have gotten deliveries from the sheriff's office or from other attorneys, and so I can go through the things that I've gotten there. Really, the only time I'm in court is about twice a week, and so most days are the paperwork and the slogging through all of this stuff. Also, one thing that a lot of people don't know is that prosecutors, district attorneys do the civil work for the county as well. And so maybe the county is trying to buy a new tractor or a new snowplow or something, and they'll send me the contract for it, and I'll have to review it, make sure everything is legal, make sure that we're getting a good deal, sign off on it, and send it back. So I get, maybe 5-6 contracts a week of various things that the county is trying to do, and I'll do those. Sometimes there are some employment issues where somebody is having some problems with one of their employees, and they need to know what the employment law situation is, and I'll talk with them and walk them through employment law. It's kind of a grab bag, but the paperwork is always a guarantee, and the emails are always a guarantee.
If you could give someone who wants to become a district attorney advice, what would that be and why?
Make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Like I said before, don't do it if you want to win every time. Don't do it if you're looking for excitement or to be a hero or anything like that, because I'm just a guy in an office with a tie and a computer. I'm not special. I'm not a hero. So you're not going to get any kudos from anybody for doing this job. You're not going to get rich doing this job. What you should be doing this job for is because you like to have your community safe and quiet, and that's about it.
Yeah.
If you want anything beyond that, you might think about doing something else.
Okay, so I don't have any more questions on here, but I am going to ask a few myself. Okay. What kind of percentage do you need to get on the bar exam?
I don't actually know, because they did not share with us our scores. They just had a pass-fail. If you lose by, or if you don't pass by like 1 point, they will let you know that you didn't pass by 1 point, and then you have the opportunity to appeal it, but they won't tell you what your actual score was. So I don't know.
How many times can you take the bar exam if you fail?
I don't think there's a limit. Most of the people I know who are attorneys did it on either the first or the second time. I did it the first time, if you're wondering.
Congrats.
I have a friend, though, who didn't pass the first time around, and he was in Idaho, and he had to appeal and take it again, and he passed the second time.
Is there a specific dress code?
Not really. For court, it's kind of an unspoken rule that if you're a man, you'll wear a coat and tie. If you're a woman, you'll wear
a dress.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a dress, because I think a lot of women will wear pants and a blouse and something along those lines. Just professional dress.
Yeah.
We did have a judge in the next county over, who was notorious for not letting attorneys that he didn't think were dressed appropriately cross the bar in his courtroom. And so if you were not dressed appropriately when you showed up for court, he would not hear from you. But most judges do not do that.
So do you try to make more plea bargains and, try to sentence them?
Usually. There have been a few that I think are very clear-cut cases, and there's no way I'm settling it for less than something within the normal range that I would get after trial. There are a lot of cases where all of the facts taken together don't
Have you ever had to deal with someone threatening your life or anything?
Kind of. I had, and this was actually back when I was a defense attorney rather than a prosecutor. I had a client who was unhappy and was in prison, and he sent a letter. I don't know exactly what he wanted, but I wouldn't do it. I think he wanted me to lie or something, and he sent a letter to our office saying that he would kill us all. Um, but as a prosecutor, I have not yet.
That's good.
Yeah, so far. And that's actually pretty common in the world of criminal law. Is the defense attorneys actually seem to get more threats than
Have you ever
anything else.
have you ever known any public defender or a prosecutor that ever had to go into protection?
No, I did know a defense attorney who got stabbed by his client with a pencil once, but they just removed him from the case and put a new attorney on. I think there have been a few judges who have had security details put on them, and I think there have been some prosecutors with security details as well, but nobody who's had to like disappear or anything like that.
Okay. How many years do you have to take for criminal law?
In law school, I think we have to take a semester of substantive criminal law and a semester of criminal procedure. So law school doesn't actually place a very high value on it, unfortunately. I think I had to take more business law than I had to take criminal law in law school. Once you get out, the slightly scary thing, but also slightly interesting thing is that anybody who graduates law school, if they're hired, can take a murder the next day. So there are not requirements on people to have any particular experience before they take a particular type of case, unless they're appointed attorneys, in which case there are standards for them, because the client doesn't have a choice at that point.
Anyways, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Anyways, that is it for this interview. We'll have probably the next one in a month or so. So, yeah, stay tuned.